Hi, my name is Corey Minter, and I'm with Trinity Employment Specialists, and we are one of the top staffing companies in our region in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas, and Texas. We've been in Inc. magazine 3 times as one of America's fastest growing companies, and we just got that award again. Really excited about that. For 2019, 2020, isn't it going to be interesting to see who in the world, wins that? It's got to be some RV owner or something like that. They're going to be at the top of the list, whereas everybody's getting hurt. But even in the middle of this, we're a staffing organization that has been able to provide quality to companies as they begin to resound and build back up. And we're really proud of that. The video cast that we're going to do today, I'm going to talk about successful traits, 10 successful traits that people have who are actually happy as they've gone through their career. This is really, really important. I'm probably in the middle part of my career, but I have made mistakes in every one of these key areas. And so I love sharing some of the things that I wish that somebody would have shared with me a long time ago. And so that's what we're trying to do. But I want to set up a premise for it. There are 4 main key areas that people really need to have to be able to gain success while really still remaining energized. And you can use the word happy. I really like the word joyful, where there's a contentment and you're excited at the end of the day. And so I want to jump into these 4 so you can understand the foundation of what you really need to do to be able to achieve this. And the first thing is happiness. People who have achieved success while remaining content and happy, they pursued activities that produced pleasure and satisfaction. Pretty straightforward. You got to be doing something that you actually like. It's really important. And so if you're not, you might be thinking about that if you want to be successful. The second thing is achievement. These people pursue activities that they're able to produce tangible results. And so there's got to be a little bit of a carrot out there of where you can grab the carrot on occasion. You have to be in an area where you can actually achieve at some point in time. The third thing is legacy. These people pursue activities through which they can pass on their values and the things that are the most important, their knowledge onto other people. So there's going to become a time where after you achieve a certain level, you want to be able to share this with you. With my family, we have something that we have written in our family legacy. I talk to my kids about it. This is what it means to be a mentor, and I have definitions. We tell the truth. We are going to do the right thing. This is what it means to be a mentor. We're not going to be a complainer. We're not going to sit on the sidelines. We're doers. And so my kids begin to understand this. And when they're not acting in that, we're like, listen, man, you're not doing what it requires to be a mentor. And mentor's my last name. Not mentor. The last thing is legacy. People who are able to achieve this, they pursue activities through which they could pass their values significance. They pursue activities that made a positive impact on people around them that matters the most. For me, I wouldn't want to make an impact on some slimy salesperson. That's not going to energize me. But if I make an impact on somebody I really respect, it means a lot to me. So you have to be hitting on all of these cylinders for almost every one of these next 10 areas that I'm talking about. So what are some descriptions of these people that are able to achieve success but they're also able to do it while they're remaining happy. One, they're passionate about what they do. Here's a really interesting story that I want to read. Jane Goodall left her home and a great job in England and moved to Tanzania at the age 26 to begin studying chimpanzees. It became her life's work, and Goodall devoted herself fully to her cause, and she inspired many thousands of people all over America. She was doing something that she was passionate about. If you are not passionate about what you do, you either need to create a reason for passion for that, or you need to begin to think, is this something that I'm capable of being successful at? One thing that I think almost most Americans, as I've done this and watched, most Americans just go where the opportunity is, and they never really strategically maneuver their way to what they're passionate about. Now, you can get some people that are like, well, I was there 3 months and I wasn't passionate about it. Those people are always going to fail until they figure out, that they're going to have to put something into what they're doing and they're going to have to invest in it. However, you need to really think, am I passionate about this? If you've been in a job for 2 years and you're not passionate about it, you need to figure out a way to be passionate about it, or you need to start looking at something else, or you'll never achieve any level of success while being happy. The next thing is they swim against the current. I want you to know that the law of average means you're basically agreeing to be unsuccessful if that's what gives you comfort. Most Americans find comfort in this, well, I'm normal, and that makes them feel good. Okay, it's the enemy of success. I promise you that it is. Every single solitary thing that's brought me success, I had at least a slew of people telling me that is not the way to go. Listen, just the other day I was on a call with a CEO roundtable of what I consider to be moderate CEOs. And I was trying to develop a new technology using artificial intelligence to be able to recruit. And they asked me the question, they said, well, man, what happened with that technology? And I said, listen, I tried it in multiple ways, and it was the way that we were going about it was more of an annoyance than it was of help. It did what we asked it to do, but it did not do it effectively because we did not have the ability to get it where it needs to be. In fact, what we were trying to do is we were trying to do what Google has yet to be able to do. Apple has been unable to do. Some of the best tech giants around. We took a stab at it, and it failed. And listen, I could see the eyes on people like, oh man, that must be horrible. No, man. Listen, I tried and I learned, and now we're adjusting. It was disappointing for them that they were like, well, he took a stab. And I tried to explain to him, like, listen, 1 out of every 10 of my ideas actually work. It's the fact that I threw my name in the hat. You've got to go against the grain to be able to succeed. And I've got maybe a minute left here. The next thing is they finish what they start. And if they start something that's an absolute dead end, they know when to call it. A great example of this is that there's a guy, and I don't know his name, but the largest gold reserve in the entire United States, it was back in the gold rush. This geologist had worked for these companies for years, and he had figured out a way to, and he found what he thought was the most profitable land around. And he went seeking for gold, and he chiseled on it for 6 or 7 months. And he's like, he didn't find a thing. It's not there. So he sold it. And the guy that bought it chiseled about 12 inches and found the largest gold reserve. And oftentimes, it's people that are willing to go the next mile and not give up when it gets difficult. And that's a lesson for you, and that's also a lesson for me with something that I'm working on right now. If Trinity can help you with your staffing needs, we want to be of help to employees. That's why I'm doing this video, to help people understand what success looks like. If we can help you, give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online where there's a lot of great material at trinityemployment.com.